Is VeVe making a statement with their upcoming drop? Stay tuned. What's up, WAGME fam? This is Crypto Addict and I'm back with another video. Following their last AMA, VeVe revealed that they will be partnering with Matt Gondek on their upcoming drop, Matt Gondek's weapon rack. So before we get into the drop and my price predictions, please like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel. We're creeping up on 500 subs, guys, and we're super excited as we approach this milestone. Thanks everyone that supported the channel through our entire journey. It's been a crazy ride. So let's get right into it. We'll go ahead and pull up the article. And what we have here is Matt Gondek's Weapon Rack Series 1. It says Matt Gondek is a deconstructive pop artist whose work is possessed with a punk rock spirit, celebrating rebellion and destruction. With a visceral pop color palette and a disarmingly playful tone, he tears down cartoon idols akin to slaughtering our modern day gods. Born in 1982, his creative voice is rooted in the 90s as a true conduit of his generation and their potentially pointless search for meaning and purpose amidst a cruel life in a flawed world. He boasts sold-out exhibitions in his home of Los Angeles as well as New York, Paris, and Hong Kong. So if you visit his website, you'll see a lot of his artwork on his portfolio. I personally have never been someone that's heavily involved in art, but I became a fan of his pieces. The vibrant artwork really pops, and the deconstructive twist he has on these popular characters is just like so fluid. And these are like definitely something that I would really like to own as far as pieces of art. Yeah, I love that Goku that he just had. That was amazing. And yeah, I'm really a fan of what he's created here, and we'll continue to dive through to see what he has released here. So VeVe's releasing from Matt Gondek the weapon rack, and it says the weapon rack's project came to Gondek during the summer of 2020. Protests and rioting in his home of downtown Los Angeles and the rest of the country gave birth to the idea of readily available weapons in the home to protect oneself. Series 1 is available as first edition racks in 4 colorways. Now, as much as I have become a fan of his artwork, this, in my opinion, was not the best representation of Matt Gondek. This drop has to hit so many people so differently, and I think if it was just like a weapons rack that was just dropped with no backstory, I think it would have been okay. But the fact that they linked this to the rioting and protests in LA and across the country makes it hit a little differently. And I know they have tried to kind of clear this up and not linking it to like police brutality. And the article states that these are available weapons in the home to protect, oneself. But who are they protecting themselves from, though? I mean, a lot of this was really police related. So if it's not from the police, then that starts a whole other conversation of what this weapon rack really symbolizes. So for that fact, I think this wasn't the right drop to start off with for an artist that's as talented as Matt here. It says these will be releasing in blind boxes, so you're not going to know what you get until after the drop. Everything's going to be released for the same price, and I believe it's going to be 60 gems. Yep. It says get ready to add to the excitement of drop day with blind boxes. These collectibles are only offered for purchase in a blind box, meaning you won't know which amazing collectible rarity you have acquired until after your successful purchase. From there, you can continue to expand your collection with additional blind boxes or interact with other users in the market to complete your set. And the first one, the common, is going to be this pink and silver. Common's going to come with 7,777 editions, and like we said, it's going to be 60 gems. We have the uncommon, which is going to have the pink and blue colorway with 6,777 editions. The rare has the silver and black colorway with 4,777, and the ultra rare is going to have the gold and black with 1,777 editions. So again, I feel like the community will be kind of split with this drop. I think many will want to keep a weapon rack in their showroom, and potentially removing and placing items on and off the rack could be a thing in the future. These currently aren't interactive or animated or anything, but we can speculate the possibilities in the VeVeverse as far as what you may be able to do with these. I think people would go for the drop based on like habit of just going for every single drop and the possibility of flipping. But as this kind of represents like protesting, I believe many will skip out on this drop in, you can say, their way as far as protesting the drop or whatnot. But if they do go for the drop, I don't even think they'll have any intention as far as keeping the rack. It'll just be strictly for trying to flip it. So with this in mind, as far as my price predictions, I believe the common with 7,777 editions, I think we could be settling around, I say close to retail price at 60 gems. I don't think these will go beyond retail much. If it does go above retail, I think 60 gems is kind of a high price to pay for this, especially with the backstory, and I'm just not sure that many people are on board to pay that price for it. As we go on to the next uncommon, which is the blue and pink here. The uncommon has 6,777 editions. I think is going to settle below retail. We've seen uncommons really settle below commons, and I think that will be the typical trend here, and I think we can see these closing maybe around 50 gems. And yeah, I don't think even with 6,777 editions, this is really going to go beyond retail. Going on to the next one, we have the silver and black rare with 4,777 editions. I think the silver and black colorway may be one of the more popular colorways. It kind of matches a lot of collectibles already in the VeVe app, such as the Batman black and whites. These kind of can coexist with it a lot, and I can see these kind of matching a lot of those collectibles in showrooms, and I think that will add value to these collectibles in general. I think that will make these a little more on demand. With that, I can see the rare maybe settling around, I say 80 to 100 gems. Just due to the message and whatnot, I really don't see these prices shooting too high beyond that. Not to say that Matt, if he releases further collectibles, I think those will actually do much better than these current ones that he's actually dropped. Going on to the ultra rare, we have the black and gold, 1,777 editions. This is the most scarce in the collection, and you know, gold itself adds value to any collectible. If there's gold on it, it's going to be worth something. So I think these can actually close pretty close or right around 350 gems. So if these were released with, let's say, like a different backstory, I think the item itself would have had a much better outlook. Matt he's just such an incredible artist, and I feel like he has so much he can offer. If his artwork were added, or any of the other artworks were added as posters, or not even just the posters. I mean, the posters itself I think would even have better success in this, but even if they weren't posters, like I feel like anything aside from this would have you know, been more, or done Matt much more justice than this has itself. I don't know, maybe they have something further planned for Matt. Like a lot of his is like street art, so maybe they're gonna release some type of different collection. Like what if not like a poster, but what if they're planning something like wall art or something where a lot of these artworks that he has are kind of like paint paint it onto like something you could paint onto like a wall or on collectibles. So maybe it could apply like a skin or something. I think that would be kind of unique. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Leave me a comment and let me know if you agree or disagree with this drop in general, or just my price predictions. Well, thanks for tuning in to my TED Talk, guys. This was Crypto Addict, and we're all gonna make it.